A few years ago, we had a pet praying mantis. We kept it for a winter. It lived in our garden. We brought it inside because it got cold, right? We didn't want her to die. She had babies, actually. It's crazy. We brought her inside, this big, huge praying mantis that we found in our garden. And we brought her inside because we had a freeze. It's like in October. Was it last? Yeah, it was last year. Not this last October, but the October. Yeah, it was last October. This is past winter. The October before this one. I'm going to get it straight, I promise. The October before this one. So we had this praying mantis. My kids kind of fell in love with it. They named it Micah. And we brought it inside. I didn't really know how we were going to keep that thing alive, right? Like for long term, because we're having to find bugs and feed it to it and stuff. It's kind of pain. But she wound up laying eggs. We kept her in a jar, a big glass jar. She laid eggs. And so we made it through the cold snap, and the weather kind of warmed up, and I told Mrs. Spur, I was like, Micah's going to have to go outside. Like, we can't keep Micah around forever. We don't have a way to like sustain her, right? So we took her out and put her on the plants in our garden, and she was happy. Like, you could tell she just absolutely loved it. She liked being in that jar. But she had these eggs that she laid on this stick that was in the jar with her. So I took the stick and I put it in our storage building. And those eggs stayed in that jar all winter until springtime. And I went out there one day and I looked at the jar of eggs, and they were gone. It was open, like all the eggs had hatched. So, but we didn't know where they went. Had no clue. So anyway, one day, like a month later, we were working in the backyard mowing and stuff, and Mrs. Spur just happened to look at this tree in our backyard, and she found this little teeny tiny baby praying mantis on the tree. Like, the odds of her seeing that thing were like 1 in a million, but she found that praying mantis on that tree, and that was one of Micah's babies that we had raised. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. We raised a praying mantis. I'm watching some Night Watch. I'm not familiar with that. An American chameleon? That's cool. Alright, coming into Cordele. Got the 30 right here, 30 through town. Got a little bit of a knot over the southern crossing in here. Yeah, we got the southern crossing, aka NS. And then we'll have like a 1.5% grade climbing out of Cordele. It's actually the steepest, I think, one of the steepest grades on the route. Some of the hogbacks may be a little steeper, but pretty steep either way. That's cool. American chameleon. Have you seen the video going around on X, Twitter, of the Komodo dragon eating the lamb? Like, that is the craziest thing I have ever seen. It basically, it swallowed that thing whole. Like, I couldn't believe it. To go soon? No, I'm going to be here for a little bit longer, probably about 50 more minutes, and then I gotta start getting off here and get ready to get my kids. It's about first responders around New Orleans. Police, fire, and EMS. Oh, that's cool. I don't watch much TV. I don't really have much opportunity to. That big castle-looking thing right there, that's pretty cool. It's there in real life. It's a water tower, or it's an old water tower. It's not used anymore, but there's one in Jessup too, almost exactly like it. Man, she's draggy through here. I should have gave her more throttle earlier. Cordele's kind of a tricky spot. You gotta slow for that 30, and then it comes right back up over that little knot and then back down again. It's hard, at least for me, it's hard to know your speed through here. All right, what do we have here? Got to clear CSX T108's got to clear southern crossing 4848 south out. Cordele is one of my favorite spots on the whole route. Local was that A730 back in the day, I think. Local's tied down. Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta pick up some more speed because it's gonna be a hard climb out of Cordele. I want you guys to check this grade out here. In fact, I'll pull the tags down so you can see a little better. It doesn't look like it, but that's super steep. That's like 1.5%. It's like 1.5% for like a mile maybe or so. Well, I'm going to get off here. Got to go do some stuff around the house. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Good talking to y'all. Appreciate it, East Alabama, man. It was good talking to you today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. We'll be on here more. I may stream this weekend. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. Like, weekend streams won't be all the time, but I don't know. Maybe it might do a little something this weekend. We got to go give her some sand. That's going to be a super stiff climb out of here, and it's going to be a stair step too. Yeah, it's going to stair step out of here. It's going to start right about here. I made a map of the Hog in Train Sim, and I love the NSCSX crossing. Yeah, Cordele's a really cool railroad town, right? Like, it just is. It's cool that they did the rail fan area there. They didn't have that when I worked, but you used to see people out there watching. I don't think people realize, like, what a steep climb it is out of Cordele. It's just, it helps that it's straight. There's no curves in it, so there's no resistance. If you had this 1.5% grade and threw a couple of curves in it, it would just about be impossible to run. I'll say it's 1.5. It may be 1.2. We'll look at it and see when we get up on it, but it's 0.98 right now. It's not very long. It's only about a mile. Kind of flattens out at the north end of Cordele, and then it climbs again. CSX T108 has got clear North Cordele or South Cordele. 4848 south out. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get the Fitzgerald. I don't know. Maybe. Where did our other AI train go? There's supposed to be another AI train out here. Let's see. Oh, come on. There we go. It's because Otto wasn't on. He wasn't on for that part of the route. I thought I'd turn him on for the entire route, but he wasn't. He was only on for part of it. How do I like the CSX 911? You talking about the 911 painted locomotive? Yeah, I like it. It's nice. I thought they did a good job on it. It's better than 50 bazillion Dark Future locomotives, that's for sure. It's like all you see. I remember the first time I ever saw a Dark Future locomotive. I caught one out of Birmingham on a coal train. It still smelled like paint. Like it was delivered in that scheme. It was one of the last at AC 4400s they got. I think it was the AC 44 AHs or whatever those things were. But it smelled like fresh paint in the cab. It was brand spanking new, but it was in Dark Future. I don't even think I knew. Like I was so out of touch on the railroad. I didn't even think I knew that they were doing that. It wasn't something people talked about, right? That they were going to do the Dark Future scheme. Like no one really cared. No one cared. Right? Okay, whatever. No one cared. I don't ever remember that being a discussion though. The 3194 horn is great in the distance. Do you guys like the heritage units that they're painting? I think they're all right. I like the L&N unit, was pretty sweet. I was really disappointed in the chassis with that small ass logo on it they did. I was like, are you kidding me? They couldn't even put the full size logo on the side of it. They had that little small one. It's like, come on. That was really just jackleg that they did that. The L&N unit kind of made up for it, though. It had a full-size logo on the side. But I was like, come on, man. Why you got to do that to the chassis unit? Put that little small logo on the side of it. Oof. Yeah, she's pulling a little bit, guys. She should be good right about here. Believe it or not, the grade into Talbotton's less, right? It's 1%. We went up at 11, but this one is about 1.2 to 1.5. We went up at 14s because there's no curves. No rolling resistance of the curves. All right, got it clear. South Cordele. Top of the grade is going to be up here where this little industry is on the right, whatever that place is called. Favorite type of truck for the fire department? Dude, I have no clue. I don't know that much about fire trucks. I think some of the fire trucks they have out here where I live are cool because there are a lot of like ex-military trucks. Stuff like they use a lot of surplus military equipment out here for fire trucks because they have to use them for wildfires and stuff. So they're pretty mean looking, like they're all jacked up and got the big tires and stuff. I like the older fire trucks. I like the old Macs. Those are really cool. But yeah, just about we have, the town I live in has one Quint that's really nice, and then everything else is ex-military. Like brush trucks and stuff like that. Like the FD&Y engines from the 2000s. Yeah, those are pretty sharp. 2000s and 90s, I would say. I like the fire trucks in that documentary called The Bronx is Burning. That was shot in the 70s. Their engine was an old Mack, and their tiller ladder was a American LaFrance. That's pretty cool. Gotta go. Wives telling me to get my butt in gear. All right, the 901. I appreciate it, man. I hope you have a good day. We'll catch you later. We'll be doing some more. If I don't see you, this weekend, I'll see you next week. Maybe I'm gonna stream some next week for sure. Maybe this weekend. We got Hatley, Rebecca, and I think Fitzgerald will probably be a good spot to probably end this up at if we can get down there in time. What time is it now? It's 1:20. We'll try it. We'll aim for Fitzgerald. We'll see, though. I'm not sure if we'll make it. She should, if I remember correctly, she should run pretty good up to like Rebecca. I think the south end of Rebecca is a little bit of a hill. Then coming out of Rebecca's a hill. There's a lot of hogbacks between like here and the rest of the way. They're pretty extreme. Favorite siren is the EQ2B siren. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. It's one I use on Emerge a lot. Hopefully they'll get it fixed. They'll get that game fixed so I can play it some more. Like, I can't, like, it just crashes on me now. I don't know why. I played for a little while and it would crash. I know he left a message on that video that said he was working on it, so hopefully they'll get it fixed. If we were coming out of Atlanta, this would be almost the end of our trip. We'd have to crew change in Fitzgerald. Or Chicago and FDNY, I have no clue. Like, what little bit I know about firefighting pretty much just involves the FDNY. I don't know much about Chicago, to be honest. Like, I don't even know if I've seen a video of their stuff. I imagine they would be similar. Like, it's the same company. Like, I would think it'd be the same company making them. Here we go. All right, this is going to be top of the grade up here at Drexel. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a good climb out of here. See a grade change right up here. Yeah, that's the top of it right there, about the tank car there. You're planning on doing junior ROTC in high school? That's cool. When I was in college, I had to take a public speaking class through the ROTC unit there at Auburn University. It was actually a lot of fun, and it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. It was probably one of the more valuable classes I think I've ever taken. Was public speaking. That and typing. Typing. Those two helped me out in life more than anything else. Like. Really just did. I wish Emerge NYC would have an LA City map. That would be cool, but then it wouldn't be Emerge NYC anymore. It'd be Emerge LA. They could do another game called Emerge LA. Right? Like, that would be cool. Emerge LA.
No, big cat, no. Stop.